Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at Obi-Wan from the Unleashed statue line. This guy is really cool. Unfortunately, I don't have the package because I bought this secondhand, but it's not a huge deal, so let's go ahead and jump right into the review. This statue stands about 7 inches tall to the top of the lightsaber, and let's see here, about maybe 7.5 inches wide, and then it is, let's see, about 9 or so inches deep. So it does take up a lot of space, which is really cool. It's a really large statue. There is no articulation or anything, but let's go ahead and look through the details, I guess. Obi-Wan is removable from the base, so I'll go ahead and set that aside. And he is just packed full of a ton of sculpted detail and paintwork. I will admit some of it is kind of heavy-handed here on the outside of the boot, here on his back, but you know, it wasn't the most expensive statue when it came out originally, so that's kind of to be expected. The face sculpt, in my opinion, is well done. You can definitely tell that's Obi-Wan, and his lightsaber here is removable, so if it takes a shelf dive for whatever reason, hopefully that'll prevent it from breaking. You cannot really stand the figure off of the stand because he's got this metal peg there, and even then it would be pretty hard if you clipped it because his boot here doesn't sit flat on the ground. So it's definitely not meant to be displayed off of the display stand. One thing I forgot to mention about the lightsaber, nice translucent plastic there. It doesn't really show up that well on camera, but it is translucent, which is nice. As far as the base is concerned, you can see right here is where you plug his back foot in. There's the peg hole and a piece that locks into his foot there. It doesn't hold it quite as nice as I would want it to, but it's definitely not going to fall off by any means. It's just whenever you pick it up and you're moving around for a review like I'm doing, it doesn't want to stay in place. If it's on your shelf, it'll probably stay in place, but for me at least, it's kind of frustrating that it doesn't stay in just a little bit nicer. The base is completely sculpted though, from all angles. If you can see here on the bottom, there's sculpt work. It's painted. It's not painted on the bottom, but everywhere is painted. All of the lava is translucent orange plastic with non-translucent orange paint dry brushed over it, so it gives it a real dynamic look in person. And of course the base is, I guess you can break it down. So if you didn't want the lava for whatever reason, I don't know why you wouldn't, you could always just pose it without it. It doesn't look as cool, of course, but it can be done. So that's kind of an interesting thing. I'll go ahead and show you the lava pieces up close, I guess, with a little bit more detail. They are really well done. All of the lava pieces stay together on the display stage, which is nice. Let's see if I can do this on camera. There we go. So you put that piece in first, and then you slip this piece on, and they lock together into the base to keep them sturdy, which is nice. And you can barely tell where the seams that put them together are at. One final thing I would like to mention is that this Unleashed figure, at least kind of thematically, is related to another one that they released, and it's another one that I picked up, and it's the Anakin. And I will be reviewing this, it'll be my next review, but you can put them together and have them look like they're fighting, like this, if you would like, and they both match. So I definitely recommend picking up Obi-Wan if you can, and I'll talk about Anakin in his review. It's a pretty good thing. are a pretty good statue. I do have one major problem with it, but it's not a huge problem. I'll talk about that in the review. But anyway, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. And I guess I'll see you later.